How's it going, everybody? This is either the third or the fourth video this week, I can't remember, but we're going to be putting the bottom end of this engine together. So what we've done since you've last seen it, obviously we've cleaned it all off, given it a paint, done top face, checked if it's flat, which is nice, and we just honed the balls there because they were a bit dirty. So we're just going to flip it over, clean everything out on the underside, get your shells in, get the crank in, get the mains on, torque everything down, and we'll be doing pistons and rods, and basically just try to button up the bottom end. So that's where we'll start. Just flip this out and get going. So as I said in the last video, we've just got metal piston rings, King Racing big ends, main ends and thrusts. Sorry, I just tried to do that in order because I'm a weirdo. So I'm going to open these up and get the thrusts in, the big end, mains, make it right cocky this tonight, get the crank in, and then I'll get the caps on after I clean them. Right, so crank's cleaned up, it's ready to go in. I still got thrust washers to go on, I'm going to put the crank in first, just makes life a wee bit easier. First just going to run a bit of oil down these. Some people, sorry, Amber's video on skills.
I'm trying to hold your crank up, Scott.
Sucking. Some people would obviously use like engine bulb lube for this, but I don't have any, so I'm just using oil.
I can't video and hold this crank at the same time, Scott.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, because
Seeing my videoing skills, I'm too busy concentrating on that.
one thrust in, just the next one, and as you always need to remember when you're putting these in, the grooves go to the outside as that's to let oil return back out. If that ever helps anybody. There we go, thrusts are in, easy as that. Easy as that. So what I'm going to do next is clean up the caps, put the shells in there, put them on tap, and we'll get it topped down. So as I was just saying, obviously I've never really seen bearings where it has a bit of a cut again, which is quite cool. Usually the one will have the gouge on it, and the other one's just flat, but they've got like a wee bit just to even it off, which is quite nice. This is number one, so I'm going to go ahead, obviously oil them up and then just start sticking these in. I've only cleaned this one, so I've still got the rest of them to clean so far. Oh, look at this success. And other thing you always do, a wee bit of oil on the thread of the bolts. Not too much, you don't need to drown it. You don't need to put it on like cheese or anything like that. So we'll just clean up the rest of them, get all the caps on, and then we'll torque them down. Thrust washers just sitting there. You always need to remember and put them in. If you don't, you're going to have a shit time.
Stop swearing.
I'll be in a video, you know. And that's you. So just need to stick the bolts in, torque everything up, and it's ready to move on to pistons and rods. I actually can't remember off the top of my head the torque setting, which is weird. So I've done many of these with bolt, but that's just how it is. tell you about building them on
It moves about.
Same as a drink as well when you're talking these, don't you? Start from the middle and work your way out. So that's that. So I shall mark it after doing that. Going to clean up pistons and rods now and roll onto the side and start getting them in. I actually cleaned up number 1 last night, so I've just got the shells to put in that and gap the rings. And that's it. So this is number 1 piston. I actually gave this one a clean off last night. I put the rod back on. Simple really, all you do, gudgeon pin out. I actually sandblasted these last night purely because there was a load of older oil stuck in that where your piston rings would go. So sandblasted it, gives it quite a nice finish, and then just stuck the rod back on. The only other thing you need to remember is when you put your wee cups back in for your gudgeon pin, you always move the gap away from where you can get your wee driver in to pick them out, because sometimes it can pop the wee clip out and then you end up with your gudgeon pin destroying stuff. So I'm going to go ahead, just check your ring gaps, put the rings on this and get it stuck in. Obviously with these mal piston rings they're really easy to fit because they even have a picture on the packet telling you what's what. So oil control ring, obviously you don't need to gap the oil control ring, so just got to go ahead and get that stuck in the net. I actually need to find my piston ring pliers. Oh, get them. So that's that in. I just need to find my piston ring pliers and I'll get that bit on. You can stop me next one, no idea either. I couldn't actually find the piston ring pliers, but I can get a wee bit.
This camera's too close. Oh, I can't stand that far back, can I?
Yeah, I couldn't find the piston ring pliers, something where it is about a 1920s using your thumbs to get the piston rings on. Obviously the oil control ring is the bother, but the other two first and second run tend to be a bit tighter, so that might be difficult. So that's plan on. So then I'm going to take ring B, tells you in the packet. And my blocks are in the room. Does I need to splint this? Bit of oil in there. I might have overdone the oil.
There's oil in the mall, Scott.
I know, that's fine. So later on in the day, you grab your ring. Put it in a wee bit, and I've just put the oil ring on this like a tool, but what you should do then is just push your ring down till your piston's nice and flat, so that keeps the ring nice and flat, and that lets you check the ring gap. So check your piston ring gap, you obviously just put your ring in there. I've just got the sizes online and you just get your feeler gauge, you check it, it's as simple as that. And then you just put in your piston. So I'm going to put this one in the piston, I'll put the tap ring in, I'll obviously check the gap on that, put that in. This one's actually fine, which is meant to take it because everything's just standard sizes, but it's actually fine in the packet. So then I'm going to put the tap ring on and get these slotted in. So I'll show you me doing the first one and I'll probably just go ahead and do the next one, so I don't want to show the same thing 4 times in a row, if that makes sense. So Aye, I'll show you that now. So just the same as oil control ring when you put this on. You do actually get pliers for doing this. I have got a set but cannot find them for the life of me, so once again it's just getting thumbed on, which is said in the old thumbs, but sound, that's definitely key. You just spin it. You need to be really careful when you break the ring. You just send it down. There we go. And that's it in the second tool. Another thing I want to just mention now, if you're building your own engine, so obviously these gaps are together, you always set them 180 apart. So that one will go down that side, and then when we put the top ring on, the gap will go back to this side. That's obviously just for if you get any type of blow by it, then needs to travel around the piston, and then around the piston again. Some people set them like you have one there and one there, but I personally think if you have that and you have a wee bit of a way, it will then go, just needs to travel to there and through and there and through, rather than travelling a full loop of the piston, is my theory on that. So I've always went with that idea, and it's never let me down. I've actually never had any issues with any of this kind of stuff in any of my engines that I've done in the past. And aye, you got loads of people use different ways of building them. Everybody's just got different ideas of what's right. This is just the way I do it, and so far it's not really let me down, so I'll just keep doing it this way. So we'll now move on to the next ring, wherever it is, which is C, which is this one. And once again we'll put it in, gap it, and get it on. Go ahead, just slot your ring in. I just try to make sure they were all the exact same. And then I think I'm actually going to put the crank down. Drop a wee bit of oil down on the crank. Again, if you had engine builder's lube, that's what you would use for that, but I'm not going to keep repeating it, I don't have it. Once again, back into the fetal position. And you also want to be oiling the inside of this. It's not essential, but I feel like it makes the knock into the piston just that wee bit easier. Another thing you want to be doing is, see, as you tighten this up, you want to keep moving it from side to side to make sure you've not actually trapped any piston rings, because once again that is a bad day. I think I might actually get a wee tight on that before I knock it in. No, maybe not. And then as you set that one there, the one crucial thing is you just go round about the edge of the piston ring compressor, and you just want to give that a wee knock all the way round, and that just ensures that everything's flat. And you just go ahead with your knock so it's moving, so you then just send her home. That's her in. Simple as that. So what I'll do now is I'll spin the block over, and that'll let me put my cap on with the other shell in it. I'll get that topped up, and then I'll just go ahead and get the next three done. That's alright. As you can see, nice piece bit of oil on there. So it should be. Got my cap here. So once again, just pop the old shell lid. And blast off. Make sure everything's nice and clean. And my ones are getting a bit dirty, I'm ready to wash it again. Shell. Crank's already got oil on it, so you don't need to worry about that. And then the one thing you do is the tab for the shells in there. So the tab to this one will go to that. So it's always the wee tab, that wee tab, wee knock in there. It's always tab to tab. Some of your big rods you'll see are actually cracked. So they'll actually only fit, like every cap will only fit a certain rod because it's like a crack rather than like a machined face there. So they fit together perfectly. I will actually have a set somewhere, but I'm not digging on it. So you then just get that stuck on there. Can you hold that? Take off the bolts. And once again, just a wee bit of oil in the threads of the bolts and send them in. So I'm just going to go ahead, grab a double hex socket. I'll get them torqued up as well. Rod bolts are 2-stage. First stage is 28 Newton meters, which is obviously quite nothing. And then it is between 55 and 60. So I'm just going to set my torque wrench to 55. If it feels good at that, I'll give them an extra wee burst. If no, I'll just leave them at the 55. Probably just leave them at the 55 to be honest. And that's it. So I'll actually jump ahead and I'll just get the rest of these done because I don't think you might be watching me doing that another 3 times. And turns nice. The one thing, as I said, everybody builds these different, so everybody's got different ideas of what's right, but the one like rule of thumb, if you like, I always go by when building an engine is something I was told when I was, I don't know, 16, 17, starting to build engines, is leave it tight, you're in the shite, leave it slack, it'll no come back, so it's nice and slack. Whereas if you try and turn your crank or anything, it's tight, there's something no right, it's a bit too tight or something like that. But as you can see, that's quite nice. So that's us boat ends all together basically. Just obviously got my oil pump and that to go on, but that's cranking, rods, pistons, rings, shells, everything got done. And as I was saying before, I can still turn it to my horn, so it's nice and loose. And obviously it just turns there, no bother. So next step of this is obviously going to be getting a sump gasket kit and a gasket for the cover that goes in the front, and crank seals and stuff, which we'll probably just order tomorrow or tonight or something. And then we'll get that buttoned up, and then it's just to move on to the cylinder head. So definitely making good progress, quite happy. After I decided to go with good quality bearings and all that, it just makes life easier in the long run, I'd presume, because you'd think it'd last longer. We went together and no bother. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Maybe a wee bit different to the last couple of videos because I've not really been talking so much. I've been a wee bit more serious. Not very often you see me being serious, but sometimes I'm serious. So that's this as far as we're going to get tonight, but I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching it, and remember to subscribe for any of the videos. And what day is this? Thursday? This is Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
So we're racing in a couple of days.
Sunday.
Dave's stayed back with us, and he's prepped all my wheels, so I think he'll be hitting me paint tomorrow night. and that's it. That's all that's happening. He's just debating. That's the escort ready, so they'll be going up Saturday to Scrutineer, racing on Sunday. Might need this short more when we blow the man up the escort. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.